Hi, this is Tanya with Tinkerin' and Ink with Tanya, and this is part of the Display Stamper Artisan Blog Hop. This is from the On-Stage event we just had in April, and this particular project really came to me very quickly after I saw a video on how to do this watercolor technique. The person that did it is Dave Brethauer, and he called it fairy lights, and it kind of does look like fairy lights, but it also looks like water. So of course I had to do something water-y. We're going to go ahead and show you how to do this quick. So I start with a piece of watercolor paper and I do tape it down, and I'm going to use a big fat brush to put a bunch of water down. We'll go ahead and do that right away. I want the colors that we're going to apply to move freely. Then I'm going to use one of the new in colors, the Lemon Lime Twist, and we're going to use Bermuda Bay and Island Indigo. We'll start with the lightest color, and that's the Lemon Lime Twist. So I just squeezed some ink. I really did have to do this. I couldn't even use reinkers because I got the color in the box, or in the pre-order for the Eastern Palace, and it didn't come with the reinkers. So I'm just going to put this on with lots of water. Let that move around. The water is key. And I'm not trying to do any particular pattern here. Then I'm going to move on to the Bermuda Bay. Squeeze that good. Get a nice puddle. I think I cleaned this lid the last time because I got the Lemon Lime Twist mixed in with it. So again, just liberally applying with water. I love how these two colors combine and make another color. Kind of a, I don't know, it's a very green teal. Next up is the Island Indigo, so I need to squeeze that one good too. Boy, I have open ink pads all over my desk. You know what that means. I'm going to make a big fat mess. There's a reason you never see my sleeves on these videos, because I would drag them through the ink. I admire the people who can have their pretty clothes on, their jewelry, their lovely clothing. I would make such a mess. Okay, now here's the fun part. Let's close these up or I am going to have a disaster. This is just a piece of a grocery bag I've cut up. I'm going to put this on the paper, and you want all these wrinkles. You want to, because they're going to create those areas of radiating light, like the sun is reflecting off the water. Okay, now he just let his air dry. He also used Distress Oxide inks. I'm just using the Stampin' Up! Colors, and they look fantastic. As you can see, I did melt this bag a little bit because I'm impatient and I had to use the heat tool, which you can do gently. Just make sure you've got lots of lights, or what will look like lights later. I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to try and heat set this really quick. Or better yet, how about we do it together? All right. Heat gun is really loud. And you have to be really careful not to melt your plastic. You could do this with saran wrap or whatever plastic you have. I just like to not create new waste. I'm moving around so it heats things up, but it isn't melting it. Even though I melted it over here, it didn't stick to my project. It just shriveled up. So if you're using a plastic grocery bag, I've already demonstrated that you won't stick it to your project by heat sitting it. You just melt the plastic. Has anybody else tried this particular technique before. I'd never heard of it before I saw that video, and I thought, oh my god, that looks so gorgeous. I have to try this right now. Alright, I'm going to finish drying this. It's taking kind of a little bit of time here. But I don't think you want to watch the whole thing. Alright, I just dried for a few more seconds after I paused the video. And look, you can peek and see it's already doing its fabulousness. You could set it aside and let it air dry a little longer, like 15 minutes, and probably be done. But we all know how impatient I am. So we're going to see how far we can push this. Look at that. I think we could just air dry it without the plastic now. Isn't that amazing? That's pretty much it. That's the whole technique. That's my finished project. This was a much larger piece. This is an 8 by 10. It's going to be a wall hanging. I wanted it to fit inside of a frame. So it is a scrapbook page, yet this is going to be wall art for me. I like to be able to hang my stuff on the wall. These were made with the Tags for Everything stamp set that's just coming out. And this is the Lucky Lime, no, I want to call it Lucky Limeade. It's Lemon Lime Twist paper. And I just used the coordinating inks for the Bermuda Bay and the Dapper Denim. No, sorry. This is Island Indigo. And these, I just had all of the stamps on one block. All of these word stamps and image stamps. And I inked up first with the Lemon Lime Twist, and then I rock and rolled it onto the Bermuda Bay, and then dabbed in the just random spots for the Island Indigo, and then stamped. And then I cleaned my block full of stamps between each image, and filled the whole side of this page. It actually went very quickly, and it was really kind of fun to see the different combinations that you got with it. If you go to my blog, you can get a full list of the supplies that I used. Some of them you can get right away, and some you'll have to wait for the new catalog, which will be premiering in June, probably the 1st or 2nd, whatever is the first Monday in June, most likely. I hope you enjoyed this. Come back again soon. Bye-bye.